Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery, and I'm at Star Cottage Studio today, again, which is where I prefer to film from when we can. So glad to be here with you. Let me turn on Instagram, turn down that volume. All right. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Thank you all for joining us here today. It is a nice day. It was actually snowing just a little bit here today. But I hope you're all doing well out there. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Harry. Thank you for joining in. Those are the people who have said hi in the comments. So if you're here with us, please say hi in the comments so I can say hi back and let us know you're here, and check in with each other and, just kind of hang out. That's what we do for the first portion of most of our lives. We hang out, we check in on each other, make sure everyone's okay, and just kind of see how your day was. That's what we like to do. And then we're going to have some jewelry making stuff for you today. We're going to have some beads, we're going to have some pendants, we're going to have some pearls and gemstones, and I'm trying to remember, lampwork glass and African beads, and lots of good random goodness today. So please hit that share button and let people know that we exist and that we're doing great things today. We've tried to give you really good prices on these. I think I got these priced out pretty good for y'all. And you seem to be liking these random lots, so we're continuing with this random theme of these miscellaneous lots that we're calling them. We have another 50 lots for you today. We're going up to 270 today. So if you missed 220 and below, those are the previous videos that we've done here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You can check those out if you would like to. There are still a number of good things left. So if you do see something you like, please feel free to send us that email. That's how we do this. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But you can always go back and rewatch our videos if you miss something and inquire about anything over email. We're happy to take a look for you and see if there's anything out there left that you want. There's a lot of stuff left, but who knows if it's what you want. Yeah, we're going to be showing you more lots today. Like I said, a lot of good stuff out there. Lampwork glass, pearls. We have some vintage pearls. We have some gemstone beads, we have some pendants, lots of good stuff. So hopefully you'll like it. Let's see, Michelle has joined in. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Susan. Thank you for joining in. Let's see, Marianne is here. Hello, Marianne. Thank you all for joining in and hanging out with me. I came on like right on time today. What is that all about? So we're going to give some people some time because we're sometimes late, and I think people know that. So we're gonna chit chat a little bit, give some people some time to filter in as we always do, and then we'll get to the live show. So what'd y'all do today? We always pretty much start out either talking about our day or asking to figure out what you're doing. And I can talk about my day, but I'd like to hear from you and see how the day is going for all of you. Like I said, we had a little bit of snow here. It was flitting around. There was not anything laying on the ground. We had a little bit of flitting around snow. It went up to about 40 degrees today, but it's down to 33. I think that snow is just from higher where it's colder, right? Let's see. Amanda's here. Hello, Amanda. Marion says, yeah, you surprised me. I know, on time. What? And we just finished filming a tutorial with Jen and we still made it on time. How about that? That's crazy. Crazy talk. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Lots going on, including what Andrew's in the comments. He's not here today because he is working on, did you see them? Some enameled pendants. And if you didn't see the enameled pendants, check out his story before his story goes bye-bye, because they only last 24 hours. So on Andrew Thornton Artist, you can check out his story and check out the new pendants he's working on. So he's at home working on those because that's something that he can do from home. And I'm here at the cottage. When Jen's filming, we can't have much noise at all or anything going on. So he can't listen to his book on tape, can't listen to music, can't do any of that stuff. So he's working from home today. But as he said, he has a piece going to England. So congratulations to Andrew, right? So proud of him. He has a piece going to a show, an art show, a museum show, art show in England. So this is his first international show that he's going to be in. We shipped off that piece today or yesterday or something. It went out the door and it is on its way to England. So that's really cool. I think he posted about that on his timeline as well. You can check out that piece if you've missed that piece in any of his postings, and you can see what went. And hopefully, I don't think we're going to make it to England to see the show, but hopefully if there's anyone over there we know, they'll be able to swing on by and grab a photo of it. That would be great. Hello, Danette. Thank you for joining in. Hello, Susie. Thank you for being here. Danette says, work day today was so much better than yesterday. I sat and sobbed yesterday. It was so frustrating. Sorry to hear that. That's awful. But I think we've all had those days, right? And you just hope for better ones. And I'm glad today was a better day for you. Sitting and sobbing is not great, right? But does come with the job sometimes, unfortunately. But hopefully, clearer days, better days for you. Sending better juju out there for you. Hello, Norma. Thank you for joining us today. Michelle says, congrats again to Andrew. England, right? I'm looking over here because if you don't watch us often, my Instagram post or feed is over here. It's not up here with all my other stuff. So I'm looking down there sometimes. And sometimes I see myself doing things like this out of the corner of my eye because that video is a little bit delayed. And it's like, oh, but that's just me. Marion says, warrior rabbits. Yes, there are some owls and the rabbits. The owls and the rabbits. They are knighted up. Harry says, I made some jewelry, assembled a small table to paint on, got a new synth, and played with it. Nice. I saw that you got that new synth. That's awesome. I'm excited about that. I like what you're doing, and you're playing around with sound, which I'm really excited to see where that goes for you. Let's see. Susan, we took Phil the Fidget to the vet for his annual exam. He passed with flying colors, but needs to lose a little weight. And I finished a bracket. I'll post it later. Good. Sounds like a good day. And congrats to Phil for having a good vet visit, a good doctor visit. Andrew says, what y'all don't know is that there are things on the backs. On the back of those pendants, there are things that you have not seen yet. So that's exciting, right? Marianne is still sorting the beads. It takes a long time to sort those beads sometimes, right? But Marianne says it has to end sometime. Maybe. It kind of never ends around here. I don't know about you all, but there's always somewhere to sort the beads. There are always beads to sort and move and change, and I don't know if it ever really ends. Yeah, so it sounds like you're all having pretty good days. That's good. Like to hear that, like to see that. That always means a lot to us when you're having good energy out there. It brings good energy here. We're having good days here. Everybody's good. Andrew made some more. We were talking the other day about how Andrew made that. Susan says bracelet. I was like, bracket. I'm like, okay. I'm looking at a bracket that you made. Maybe you're out there welding. I don't know. You people get up to some good stuff sometimes. But it's a bracelet. Okay, it's a bracelet. We were talking about the other day, Andrew made a Thai peanut noodles meal for us. And it was really good, and we could eat like a whole bowl full. And although we did eat a few bowls fulls, it ran out before we would have liked it to. So Andrew made more today, and we had it for lunch, which was delicious. And we're gonna have it again for dinner too. The only thing we were out of was a lime to add a little bit of zest to it, and I didn't get to the grocery store to get a lime. So I don't think I'm going to get the lime before we get home, unfortunately. And Dollar General doesn't carry limes, and I don't think Sheetz carries limes either. So unfortunately, we're just going to have it as is, which it was delicious anyway. But you know, sometimes that little citrus just adds, right? It's really good. So we did that today. I helped him chop up stuff. That's my job generally, chopping. And we did that, and we planned, we have a thing we have to do tomorrow together. We're driving out of town, so we planned that and kind of worked that into our schedule for tomorrow. And then I came up here to the cottage and started working on a bunch of stuff. Didn't get as far as I wanted to today, but you know, got some things, you know, sorted. And you know, some days are like work days. You get a lot of stuff. I feel like I get a lot of stuff done, and then some days are like those busybody days where you know you have things you have to just do, but you don't want to do them, but they take up like brain power. But you end up feeling like nothing got done when you're done with it. Other than your brain's a little clearer. That was today. So in between trying to do things and then having Jen come in to film and getting ready for this live and doing some of the other little things that I had to do, I feel like I didn't get a lot done today, but that's okay. Some days are like that. But I did get everybody invoiced for yesterday. So if you sent in an email or 2 or 3 or 4, send in as many as you want. I did spreadsheet those out and get everybody invoiced last night. And if you sent anything in earlier today, I see nothing in my inbox except I have one. I have 1 or 2 of you out there that did send something in here that I did not get an answer to yet. So as far as the invoicing for yesterday. So most of y'all should have gotten your invoices. If you didn't get an invoice, you didn't get it. That happens sometimes because everything is first come, first serve in these shows. So that's the way it works. All right. Michelle says, we are thinking of getting a kitten. It will cost having one here $500 down payment and $100 a month. That's hard, right? I understand why landlords do that. I totally get it. You know, I always feel like for a new tenant, that makes sense. But if your landlord knows you, I mean, I know some landlords and, you know, people are not, they don't know each other in person ever. They don't get to know each other. But I feel like the landlords I've had, I feel like they should be able to get to know you. And then if they know you're the kind of people that, you know, aren't going to, you know, they should be able to waive all that stuff. That's what, but I know there are a lot of faceless landlords, and especially you're out there in California, and it's probably you probably don't know your landlord in person, maybe, I don't know, or you don't, you know, hang out with them very often. But I know that's a hard thing, right? It's sometimes a lot of extra money to plop down, but it is so nice to have a kitten or a cat, right? An older cat, that's fine too. Well, I just really scratched myself there. So yeah, I get it, but you know, there's a lot to be said for having a kitten in your life. That's why we have 5 cats. And they are a joy and a terror sometimes, right? But you wouldn't want it without them once you have them. So it's a hard decision, I know, especially when you're looking at money. Andrew says, we didn't have lime, so it wasn't as good today. It wasn't as good, but it was still good. It was still good. Harry says, I am also doing sorting. I have 300 compartment boxes with mixed beads and metal, winnowing out the metal stampings. Nice. That's good sorting stuff. Susan says, they're worth it, Michelle, right? Marianne, it never ends, she says. They're reproducing when you're not looking. I feel like it. I feel like it. Although, if beads spontaneously reproduced, one, there are two things that would happen. We would be out of a job, maybe, because once we send you beads, then they're going to reproduce on their own. But also, too, we would never have to buy inventory again. We would just let them reproduce. That'd be kind of nice for all those people who've not bought from us yet. But yeah, I think the market would be too flooded, although it feels like that does happen. It really does. Susan says, started spring cleaning. I'm hearing birds singing during the day. Yes, the birds are happening. Although it's supposed to get a little chilly over the next few days, but it's going to pop back up into close to the 50s again, I think, by next week. So maybe spring is here. I don't know. That would be interesting for my birthday month. Usually February is a terror. Usually, there are some nice days, but it's mostly terrible as far as weather goes, and dreary and drab. But this has been a nice February. Let's see here. Dennis says, Andrew sounds like a wonderful cook. He is. I'm very lucky. He cooks very well. And he looks up recipes and scans them and then puts stuff together, and it works. Not everyone can do that. So yeah. Dennis says, nope, DG and Sheets don't carry limes. I know, they do not. But that's the only thing on the way home from us. And by the time I'm done with this live, the grocery store will have closed. So unfortunately, we don't have limes tonight again, but we do have a delicious dinner anyway. Susie says, I will run to the store and get you limes. No need. It's all right. We appreciate that, though, but no need to do that. We'll be fine without the lime. We'll be fine without the lime. Danette says, safe travels tomorrow. Thank you. We are hoping to be back before the live, but we'll see. Being Valentine's Day, how did that sneak up on us all? Maybe not all of us, but it snuck up on me. I woke up to him like, is it Valentine's Day? Am I supposed to know that? Yeah, tomorrow is. So happy Valentine's Day, everybody, if we are not back before the live. But yes, what a day. What a day to be traveling. Let's see here. Everybody's talking to each other, which we like. Whoops. False spring. I accidentally tapped that, but yes, false spring, says Marianne. We'll see. Any more you don't know. Michelle says, we actually do know our management. That's nice. That's nice. You wish they could waive that fee, right? Knowing them, but it's probably a corporate thing. If they do it for one, they can't have to do it for everybody. Marianne says, cats are worth it, right? Amanda says, what do you need limes for? A little bit of lime in the Thai peanut noodles. It brightens everything up and adds, you wouldn't imagine what it can add, but it does add, it adds, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Zestiness? I don't know. It just adds a brighter note to everything. It's almost like, when something needs salt and you add that little bit of salt and you can suddenly taste everything. Sometimes acid, like the limes and the lemons, to certain foods, if you do that, it really brings out everything. Hello, Vanessa. Thanks for tuning in. Amanda's supposed to get 10 to 20 centimeters of snow on Thursday. No, thank you. We don't have snow in the forecast. It snowed a little bit today, just flitted around up here at Star Cottage. Down in town, there was no snow flitting around that I could see. But it was here at Star Cottage a little bit. It's a little bit colder up here on the hill, on the mountain. But yeah, I looked at the forecast for like the next 10 days. No snow. How about that? So sorry, Amanda. I guess you're not having the same February that we're having. I'll take our February right now. I think I deserve a nice birthday month because I usually do not get one. Harry says, meatloaf just came out of the oven, cheesy broccoli, mashed potatoes, and onion gravy. I will watch the replay. happy eating, Harry. Have a great night. Thank you for joining us for the little bit that you could, and look forward to seeing your comments in the replay. Amy is here. Hello, Amy. Says, forgot it is Fat Tuesday. Me too. Mardi Gras. We were talking about that yesterday too, and I already forgot. Happy Mardi Gras to anybody out there. Yeah, we may not see certain people because of that. Who knows? Michelle says, doctor appointment tomorrow. Hubby is going with. Good. Hopefully everything works out. Hopefully all those numbers keep coming into line where they should be for you. Amanda says there was a request for pancakes, so that's what I made with berries and whipped cream and maple syrup. Some of y'all have a lot of breakfast for dinner, and I'm loving it. Because I like breakfast for dinner too. We don't eat breakfast generally. We're not breakfast people. Sometimes Andrew eats breakfast at like in the middle of the night. He has some oatmeal or something like that, and sometimes I have some later in the day. But the only time I usually get to eat breakfast foods is if I have breakfast for dinner, and or if we go to a late lunch, I'll usually still eat breakfast foods. But yeah, I like breakfast food. Amy says lime cuts the richness. Yes, it does. When you have all the peanut sauce and all that, all that rich, deep flavor, and lime can help it. It also brings out, like I said, it brings out different flavors too. It brings out what it needs to. It's really interesting. And there is a difference. There is a difference. But we'll do fine without the limes. Amanda says, that sounds good. I'm going to try and make Thai peanut noodles this week. Nice. Let us know how it goes. Let us know how it goes. Andrew says, there was a show about that. Salt, fat, acid. And it was all about making things taste good. Yeah. Check it out, everybody. High of 66 there tomorrow, says Vanessa. That's nice. We're not supposed to get that. No, we're going to be in the 40s and up close to the 50s over the next few days, but not surpassing the 50s. I don't think not surpassing 50. Michelle's supposed to get another storm in a few days. Hopefully not as crazy as y'all had. Andrew says, one of my friends in the middle of the state got buried in snow. Oh, that's terrible. Terrible. I mean, you expect that this time of year, but that's terrible because we're not getting it, or haven't anyway, knock on wood. Yeah. Amanda says, kids had crepes in French class today. Why wasn't I invited? Right? Those are good. Les crêpes, les crêpes, les crêpes. Pizza in my house tonight. Onions, mushrooms, and black olives. You can keep the olives. But otherwise, it sounds good. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't mind olives, black olives, especially on pizzas so much. But if there's too many of them, I tend to pick them off. I have gotten used to eating them because a lot of veggie pizzas just have them, at least some, so I usually deal with it. But when I have the choice, no olives on anything ever. Cheryl says, breakfast is life. Plus it's Weight Watchers points friendly for me. Nice. Amanda says it's 25 degrees here right now. Not too bad. It is 32 here. So we're not too far off, actually. And it's a little bit chilly here in the cottage because I had the heat turned low or lower. But we've got the little heaters under the tables good. We're all good here. Jen just filmed a tutorial. It's going to be a quick tutorial, not a long one. It's going to be some earrings that she filmed, and hopefully you'll like that. The one thing I did want to note is that if y'all didn't know, Jen's tutorial that we did of her herringbone wire-wrapped earrings have surpassed 3,200 views. Now, for the grand scheme of YouTube, that's on YouTube, because those are only on YouTube, 3,200 views is not a lot for a lot of people. For us, 3,200 views is the most we have ever gotten on a single video. It has surpassed our 2016 video of our walk around town, where we had 2,000 some views. So we have finally started to catch on a little bit out there. I don't know why that video caught on. I don't know what made people decide to start watching that one more, but we're hoping that that leads to some overflow of some of our other videos, and that picks up our numbers there as well, because I think we deserve to be seen, and I know Jen definitely deserves to be seen more. So please go out there, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, share those YouTube videos. You can hit the share button, you can share them on Facebook, you can share them wherever you are from our YouTube channel, and get people over to watching our YouTube channel, because we're going to do a lot of stuff there once we get the store moved and get ourselves, you know, kind of settled on some kind of, we have a base, kind of a base layer or base, you know, that we want to get to. And once we get there, we have a lot of plans for our YouTube channel. So please do share those YouTube videos with your friends, and share them on Facebook, share them wherever you are, and let people know about us, and let's get those numbers up on all the videos and get the subscribers up so we can do more. The more we can get publicity on YouTube, the better. We're going to be able to do things as far as our other video series that we want to do, working on our podcast that we want to do. It all ties together. And, you know, people ask, what's the point of having a lot of numbers on YouTube? YouTube money, to be honest. The more people we have watching, the more things that we can do, because we'll have a little bit more income coming in that way. And also, you know, it really does help to bring in new friends, new supporters, new orders, which is always important for a business to get some orders in. And so, yeah, it's awesome. 3,200 views. That's crazy for us. Normally our Jen's videos are like 500 views. Somewhere in there, 300 to 500 views over time. And so for us to get up to 3,200 in one video, that's pretty awesome. Marion says, awesome numbers. Thank you. So yeah, we're super excited about that. And I knew that it had reached a certain point. It had reached like 1,500, because they sent me an email, I think, where they put it on our dashboard, like, your video is doing really well, congratulations. And then Jen came in today and she said, did you see the latest numbers? I'm like, no. She said, over 3,200. And then I looked, and it is. So that's pretty wild. For us, we're very thankful for all of you out there who do watch us out on YouTube and support us that way. Excuse me. Because we are really trying to build that brand out there. And we have a lot of things coming out on YouTube soon. As soon as we can get our store moved and get everything underfoot, right? Cheryl says, I finally figured out how to link the video into IG stories. So I'll do that more often. I still don't embrace IG though enough. Yes. I know. I try and post on Instagram. I am not the best about it. Andrew's really good. That's where his main thing is on Instagram mostly. He works a lot on Facebook too, but he favors Instagram. I favor Facebook. It's just kind of, I just know that that's where the majority of our supporters are, is on Facebook. And that's why I kind of value it a little bit more for what we do here. But I really, you know, our Instagram numbers are starting to go up as far as followers on there for Allegory Gallery, and I need to work on that, and that's part of what I want to do more of this year, is kind of build that a little bit. Andrew says, Facebook for long format writing for me, Instagram for pictures. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't use Instagram as much, is because, like, I tried my William Tries things on Instagram, and I'm like, they're like, oh, your post is too long. And I'm like, I didn't realize, because Facebook lets you write long posts. Instagram apparently does not. I don't know. You know, most people probably don't run into that issue because you don't write like a novel when you write captions. Andrew and I kind of do sometimes. And I've run into that issue. So Instagram kind of got put on the back burner for me a little bit for what I do for my little personal page, and also sometimes here for Allegory Gallery, since I open it less. But I do need to work on it, and do need to do a little bit more on it. And doing these lives over there on Instagram is really something that we wanted to get into, and we're happy to be doing them over there. I wish we could change the format to be vertical, but because we stream with one service, I can't pick vertical streaming on one and horizontal or landscape on another. So because YouTube and Facebook are our main places, we stream this way. So sorry out there on Instagram, we're this way. Someone out there on Instagram, VNESSATX, checking out your Instagram feed. Thank you so much. Thanks for checking us out. It's like as soon as I mentioned Instagram on this live video, I got like 3 or 4 people joining us on Instagram watching the live video. So maybe I'll just say Instagram, 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 Instagram. But thank you anyway for checking us out. People who are new to us, we sit here and chat for a little bit. We're not like a lot of other companies who like they do a live sale and oh, it's Vanessa. Hey, Vanessa. Thanks for joining us out there. It's not like a lot of companies that do a live sale and they just like start selling stuff at you, right? Not that, you know, some people prefer that. Some people just want to get right to it. We are people who chit-chat a lot. Chit-chat a lot. So we talk a lot and get to know each other, and then we do our live sale. Andrew says, I mostly creep anymore. I don't post as much as I'd like. Suzanne is here. Hello, everyone, she says. Happy Mardi Gras. Happy Mardi Gras to you. I hope you're staying sane. I know that's probably hard down there, but I hope you are staying sane and safe. I wasn't sure if we'd see you here or not tonight, but hopefully all is going well down there. Someday, I don't know if I want to come. I maybe would like to come once for Mardi Gras, but I do want to visit down there, maybe when it's not Mardi Gras, maybe. Suzanne says, Uptown is quiet today. Good, good. Vanessa says, I wanted to see what the Instagram feed looked like. Yeah, it's this way. On your device, it's this way. It's even smaller. So it looks good, I think. It looks fine, but you can't flip it to look at it in landscape mode, which I wish they'd let you flip it in landscape mode. At least that would make me feel a little better. Maybe someday. Who knows what they'll do. They are now letting us tie into more streaming services. So maybe they're working on things like that to be a little bit more universal. That would be nice. But yeah, so what else? Sorry, everybody. That's been the day. That's been the day. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm going to show you something too. I'm going to flip the camera here, and we're going to get started looking at some stuff soon. But I'm here in the packing and shipping department most of the day. Oh, the moving cell is still going. Yes, I think we're going to end that very soon, though. I think we're going to end the moving cell soon because we need to create a little bit of a gap between sale orders coming in. Oh, Andrew just said it ends at the end of the month. I was going to end it at the end of this week. So y'all just got an instant elongation of the moving sale because I was going to end it this week so that we could have a gap, because Andrew and I were talking, and we were talking about if orders keep coming in, we're not going to have as much time to do the moving. So I was going to end it at the end of this week. Andrew just said it ends at the end of the month. He's like, well, end of this week sounds good too. I don't know. What are we going to do then? What do y'all think? Do you want us to keep the sale going? Are you going to use the sale? What's going on? Do you still need a little bit of time to do the sale, or are you pretty much all done with the sale? Let us know in the comments. We'll try and decide. Orders have slowed down a little bit coming in from the sale, so maybe we'll be okay leaving it open till the end of the month. Amy says keep it going. So that's one vote for keep it going. We probably would be okay. I just don't want you all like, because it's going to come to a point where I'm not going to be able to do as much shipping and packing while we're doing the moving of the stuff from the store. So I just don't want to get things too built up, right? And if you're all fine with a little bit of waiting, we can keep it open a little bit longer. Barb is not going to be back, though, until next month. So we're not going to have much help there. I have had offers for people to come and help us. And that's very generous of people. But as I said in many in my replies, it would probably, the way we do shipping and the multiple services we have coming in, it would probably take me more time to teach how to do the shipping than for me to actually do the shipping. And so that's why we usually try and have a person who helps us and is reliable to help us and comes in often, and we teach them how to do it. Because as much as I'd love to be having people help, unfortunately, it's not a thing that can just be taught and I can just say, okay, do it now. It is much more involved than that. So thank you to everybody who has sent emails or has commented or sent messages saying that they'd offer to help. It would take me more time to go over everything. And, at this point with the move and everything, it's not possible, but thank you. We do appreciate it sincerely. Danette says, I'm thinking keeping it open through February 19th, which is President's Day. Andrew says, I think the end of the week sounds good. I'm still perusing to decide what to use my gift certificate for, so I vote for the sale. Susan prefers the end of the month. Andrew says, too many chefs in the kitchen. I don't even help with the shipping. Yeah, it's one of those things you cannot have, like me stepping in, because I don't do a lot of helping with the shipping. I answer Barb's questions, but I let her do her thing. She has a system. She does it. It's all set up. Me stepping in to what Barb was already doing was already a difficult transition. And I know what I'm doing. Like I know how to do our shipping. But just switching it over from her to me took me about a week to figure out what was going where and what she had, because Barb sets things up and she has things like, if she's waiting for something from me or a question from me, she has this packed, but she has a question in there. It took me a while to go through it because it's her. We let her do her system and it works. I don't get involved too much unless she has a question. So you can't have too many people in doing it. It's just, if we ever get to the point, which would be beautiful, where we're bigger and we need 18 people in the shipping department. I don't know about that many, but if we ever get to that point, then that's when we will have to institute and work on a real, anybody can step in and do this kind of thing, and that'll mean changing a lot of the way we do things. But at this point right now, this works, but it's also not something that anybody could just step in and do. Andrew says, it's like if somebody comes into my studio to find something, no one will know, but I can tell you. Yeah. Andrew can tell you exactly where anything is in his studio. If you go in to look for it yourself, good luck. Good luck. But he knows exactly where it is, and it's been proven many times. Vanessa says, sometimes it takes more time to show and explain yourself than just to do it yourself. That's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is. That's exactly what it is, actually. And while I won't have as much time when we're moving the store to do it, as we've not done a ton of moving yet, so I've had more time to work on it and try and get a little bit caught up. I'm getting pretty well caught up on a lot of things. But there are still some things that Barb was starting to combine some orders before she took leave for a little bit. And so once she starts to do that, I kind of have to continue doing it like that. Anyway, some of y'all are probably still waiting for some orders, but you're going to get larger packages because of the way things have happened. But that's okay. I'm working on it all. We're going to get it out. We'll be fine. Barb will be back in March. And we'll have the store at least emptied out and hopefully most of it moved over or something by March. So it's all going to work. It's all going to be fine. It's going to work. It always does. We always get it together, right? Always get it in the end. And if you need something in a hurry, just let us know. That's all we ask. Just let us know before, and that's by email, by the way. I did put a voicemail on our voicemail system now. That we are not taking voicemails or text messages until we get the store moved. So please email us. Everything communication-wise via email. Andrew says, March is only 2 weeks away. Yeah, it is. It is only 2 weeks away. But Like I said, we got people who want to get into our space quickly, so they're going to want us out rather than want us perfecting everything. So that's going to help in my mind, because we spend, like, a lot of times on our move, we spend like days and days and days just cleaning or repainting or finishing things that, like doing the finishing touches to make it presentable again. Our space is rented and they just would be fine with us getting out. So that's going to be one thing. And if we need to, we can store stuff in the garage, which we have to rearrange, and store stuff in the studio until we get the space in Johnstown completely ready and ready to go. But it's going to work out. It's going to work out. We're doing these lives. We're doing things online. So we have the sale going on, maybe till the end of the week, maybe till the end of the month. We'll see here. But we have income coming in, knock on wood. Thank you all for your support. And that's helping us keep going, right? To keep going, even though the store is closed down. So we're hoping to open mid-March, and that's what we've said. So we're going to keep that. We're going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying for that. That's a month away. That's a month away. So far, I think the grand opening will be St. Patrick's Day. That's a good day to do it. That's a good day. That's Paolo and Babette's. That was their birthday, which now, because we don't have the exact date of Gilbert and Barnaby, that's their birthday too. The kittens, that's not quite their birthday, but when we celebrate the birthday, it's everybody's birthday, right? The kittens were they after that? I think they were after that. I think they were more later into were they in April, May, maybe April. Anyway, it becomes everybody's birthday since it was the ancestors' birthday, as we call them now. Yeah, we got them in June. We picked them up in June, and I'm trying to think how old they were. I think April, because they were maybe 6 weeks. So yeah, April or May. We can ask V. I looked when V posted on Instagram the first time about the kittens, and I forget what it was. I think it was maybe May, but I might be wrong. Very appropriate time to open then, right? Today is Syrup's birthday. Oh, that's sweet. V hasn't popped up on well, I'm not on Instagram as much, so I need to make sure I go in and say happy birthday to Syrup. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera around. Let's just do this. Let's get to it, y'all. I'm going to show you something first, though, which I know y'all maybe have seen already or maybe not, but it's something that I cannot fathom why we still have them. So I was in the shipping department, and look, forest friends. I have no idea why these cuties are still here. They come in a frame. See, they're framed. They come ready to hang. This one is still available. This one is still available. And this one is still available. I have no idea why. I have no idea why. They are so dang cute. Sorry, all our lights are shining on them. We have many, many lights. I've shown you once how many lights we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are between 6, 7 lights here that light up this table for me. Andrew says, I remember when Cider was a baby, because he came up to me at Touchstone, I almost smuggled that kitten home. Yeah, Syrup and Cider are V's fur babies. And V is the person we got the kittens from. So, hey everybody, why are these still here? I don't know. But they're in the online store. I think they're $68. They probably have the discount on them. Most likely, you can take the discount. So there you go. Andrew also wants everybody to know he did start on the custom paintings. So if you have a custom painting that you're waiting for, I know we're a little bit behind on some things. And that's all because, you know, we had a really rough time between Andrew's dad passing away, my job burning down suddenly, and a lot of other things that we didn't even mention to people that, you know, got tied up in all of that. So we are working through it. So please be patient with us. But he has started on the custom paintings. If you asked for a custom painting, but you have not sent in any of your pictures that you need to send in, please do that. info@allegorygallery.com. It's right up there. Andrew says, I'm surprised the sheep is still available with all the fiber people out there. I know. These two are my favorite, I think, of the whole bunch. They're so cute. And then the sheep with the fiber people, and just, it's a sheep, everybody. Anyway, so I saw these and I'm like, I'm going to show these again because maybe you missed them and missed how adorable they really are. Let me get you, you know, let's get you, in case, you know, maybe I took bad pictures. I don't know. Sometimes my pictures aren't that great. So I'm like, something is gone awry here. So there are those. Now let's get started. Marion says, I like the sheep. Me too. This stand, I gotta do something. One of these days I'm gonna get this better camera setup going, and we're gonna really do this the right way. Andrew says, I love the otter. Me too. I don't understand. Okay, so let's get started with the lots. So we're starting a lot ML for miscellaneous lot 221. Here's the banner. To purchase from this video, take down the lot number, for example, ML221. Send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. Put that in the subject line. There are a few other little things that I like to go over with people. I don't know if it's better to have this or not. So please send a new email each time. Do not reply to your previous emails to send a new one because that messes up the work. So new email each time. And also, if you have a question about ML221, put question ML221 in the subject line, or I'd like to know more about ML221 in the subject line, because if you just put ML221, I'm going to assume you want to buy it, because I don't look at the body of the email if it just has the lot number in the subject, because that's how I know, and that's how we tell you to claim stuff. So if it just has the lot number, we are going to assume you want it, and I will ignore the body of the email because in my email app, it doesn't show me the body as I'm going through those really quickly, the way it's set up. All right, so make it known that you have a question about something or you want to know more about something. All right, this strand was originally $46, y'all. $46. It's fossilized coral. There is only one of these beautiful strands. I'm giving you the price of $36 today. $36. Hello, June. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you here. I'm glad that we're seeing you here once in a while. So ML221, $36. And June, I did not get to your other email today. I was talking that I got to most people's emails today. Yours is one of the ones I didn't. Just want to let you know. So I'm going to check on that for you, and I'll get back to you. Look how pretty this strand is. It was $46. I'm taking it down to $36 to see if y'all want it. If not, it's going to go in the online store, probably at $46, because it's definitely worth it. Or Andrew might keep it. You never know. It may not make it anywhere if you don't take it today. Sometimes that happens. But look how beautiful this strand is. Like, I don't know if you could find a better strand, honestly. So ML221, $36. Fossilized coral, $36, down from $46. And that's how it goes, y'all. Moving on. Andrew says, I do like this strand. Good firework patterning. Yes, it is. Like fireworks. And ML221 is gone. Thank you so much. Got some emails for that one. And again, I will try to tell you if I see it if it's sold. I will not, however, tell you who got it. Some people were questioning that the one day and kind of asking why without asking why we don't say who got it or if you want it. But we have had issues. Some people don't like other people to know their spending habits. Some people don't like their spouses to know their spending habits. Some people, some people are very private about it. So we do not tell you who got it, but I will try to tell you if it is still available or not. All right. This is down from $32. This is a lot of David Christensen glass. And if you know, most of the time back in the day, his glass was sold by the gram. This is furnace glass. I'm going to have, I think, 2 lots of this evening, and then I don't know that we have any more. Unless Andrew has some stored away somewhere, these may be the very last batches of the David Christensen glass that we actually have. So there you go. Danette says, it's nobody's business who got it except the buyer and the seller. That's my opinion. Exactly, right? So that is why we do not let that out, because some people would love to know. They'd be like, yes, tell me if I got it every time. And then some people are like, no, it's nobody's business but mine and yours. And I am not going to make a spreadsheet of who allows me and who doesn't and to answer questions. So it's just easier if we do not tell who got it, but we do tell you if it's been sold. All right, this David Christensen glass is always a big seller. Generally, we sell out very quickly on these. I'm surprised this hasn't sold out already. Amy says, I've got lots of those before. They're so amazing, right? They're so fun, and they're such great glass. So ML222. Susie says, I don't care who got it, right? And I get, because you want to try and budget. I totally get that. If you're spending and you're sending in emails and it's hard to know if you've got it or not and how you should budget for the next, 40 lots coming up. But that's the way it is. If we had more than one person working this and doing all this, we could reply back real quick and say, you got it. I would love that. Yeah, but we don't have all that. We don't have all that yet. We're not a big enough organization here to have somebody who sits on the sideline and replies to emails real quick saying, you got it, during the live show. That would be kind of nice, right? But we can't afford that. Let's see. Cheryl says, I like seeing the mail photos after the items are received. I don't know what that means. The mail photos after the items are received. Andrew says, these are done in traditional glass blowing technique. Vanessa says, if I didn't get it, that's all I need to know. Yeah. Maybe I could do that. If you ask me specifically, I can maybe tell you, maybe. Of course, sometimes my email is not up to date, like up to, sometimes that's hard too. Andrew said, I like those too. Amy says, it can also create animosity if some people are getting every lot. Yes, that has been something. Sometimes, Andrew has that D-Stash group, and we have a really good group right now in there. But he's had previous versions of that when one person would claim a ton of stuff and always seem to be the one who won it all the time, it was, some people got crazy. Some people got crazy and upset. Cheryl says, when we get our goodies in the mail. Oh, yeah. Sorry, everybody. I just got Andrew says, I used to post pictures of stuff I got, especially to drum up support for other artists, but I got a super nasty message about how come I brag so much, so I stopped doing it. You can never win, right? Sometimes you can never win. Okay, so this is ML223, $14 for this little grouping of beautiful glass. Beautiful glass beads. Lampwork glass beads. And some of these like large hole glass beads. And let me show you some of these. And you get a bunch of these little ones in there. A little silver lined. So look at that one. That's a beautiful one. So you get this whole set of beautiful glass, and it's only $14. $14. Look at that little one in there. Isn't that nice? Super nice. So there you go. If you like that, oh, I didn't show you that one either. It's like every time I put one down, I see another one I didn't show you. ML223, $14, which I think is a great deal for all those little glass beads. Like I said, trying to give you good pricing today. Trying to give you good pricing. Thank you for joining us out there, whether you are watching on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. Appreciate y'all so much. If you're new to us, please say hi. We love meeting new people. And let us know where you're watching from. We love that too. You never know. You might make friends with somebody else watching in the group who is a fellow beater and you didn't know they were right beside you. We've had a lot of people that's happened to, and they're like, let's go out for coffee, and then you make new friends. It's a terrific way to make friends, I think. And ML223 has sold. Thank you so much. ML224, $22. Excuse me, everybody. Check those out. Aren't those cool? So you're getting 6 of these. So that's less than $4 a bead. Less than $4 a bead for beautiful lampwork glass. Sandra says, hi, y'all. Just loitering in the background while working. Thank you so much. Good to see you here. Oh, another thing we haven't mentioned is we've talked about a little bit before, we have new Tucson treasures arriving very, very soon, y'all. They're in the mail. We've got tracking on them. They're on their way. And so we're going to have brand new Tucson goodies for you. We couldn't be there in person, but we were there virtually, and we have great new things on the way, and you're going to want them. You're going to want all of them. So isn't that good? That's good. ML224, $22. Like I said, less than $4 a bead for beautiful lampwork glass. If you like this color blue, which I do, I love this matte finish on these. It's kind of, is it acid etched, sandblasted, something? One of those two things. Amy says, exciting. It is exciting because it's fun to see things on video, but as you all know, it's even better when you get to see them in person. I can't wait till they come in person, so then we can show them to you on video, and then hopefully you'll take them home and see them in person. That's the way we like to do this stuff, right? All right, next up, these are some glass beads. They're really pretty. It's a beautiful strand. I can't remember. I don't know if this is Czech. Andrew can maybe answer that. If he remembers, he probably does. I don't have notes on this strand. This is ML225. It's $14 only though, and it's a giant strand, and it's already sold. It's already sold. So thank you so much. Let me just show it to you, especially so the person who bought it can maybe see it. But Andrew says it is check, by the way. I thought that was a dynamite strand. I'm glad someone else did too and liked it as much as I did, because I was like, whoa, we've got this. I like that. Email 225. Sold. All right. Next up, I'm going to ask Andrew to confirm. I believe this is Amazonite. Amazonite. This is a beautiful strand of vintage stock. And like I said, I believe it's Amazonite, unless Andrew knows something else. $46 for this strand. This is a spectacular strand. It's usually higher price than that. I brought the price down. $46. Man, this is such a pretty blue. Yes, it is a very pretty blue. Let me pull this together too. Normally, I didn't write down what this strand usually is, which is why I forgot to write down also what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's Amazonite. And but I believe I brought it down $10. I think this is normally a $56 or $58 strand. And it is some beautiful quality stones. Just show you that again. ML226. Just some subtle color variations in there. Some of that patterning. Isn't that stunning? So there you go. ML226. I love this strand. I love that color. But that's also a very good color for my skin tone. It's a very good color for most skin tones, actually. It works well with a lot of people, which is why I like it. Andrew says it is Amazonite. I was just trying to hold out until he confirmed. Like I said, I lost the paper to that. I don't know why it's not in there, but it's not. But I thought that's what I remembered it being. That was what, 226. ML 227. 227. Check these out. I want to say these are these? I want to say these are Keith O'Connor. Andrew, can you confirm? Again, I don't have, this one never had anything on it, but I believe Andrew says it's a gemmy one though, almost Peruvian opal flavor, but not quite. Yeah, that Amazonite, yes. This is ML227, and I think these are, yes, Andrew just confirmed, Keith O'Connor. Good, because I priced them. I even priced them a little low because I wasn't 100% sure. At only $2 a bead. $2 a bead for Keith O'Connor beads. ML227, $10 for the lot of 5. Again, these are some random things we have around. Miscellaneous lots from Andrew's stash, from the store stash, from the Star Cottage Studio stash. And we're giving them here on really good pricing, as best as we can give. Andrew says he used to set up near us all the time at the shows. Amanda says, I gotta go now. I'll watch the rest tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Take care, Amanda. Thank you for joining us for the amount of time you could. We appreciate it. Lots of people joining us out there on Instagram. If you're out there, please say hi. We'd like to chat with y'all. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. We're nice. ML228. At least I think we're nice. I hope we're nice. ML228, is this a lampwork glass bead? I do not know the person who created this one. So it's just a lampwork glass. And I don't know if Andrew remembers where he bought this one or who he bought it from. Andrew says, I'm sort of nice, LOL. But this one is $24 only. I priced it lower. It has a lot of work on it. It's beautiful. It's a floral design. And normally we would price this a little higher, but because I wasn't sure of the maker, when we don't have the names, I don't like to price things too high or, even appropriately high. So this is $24. $24. That's a Marilyn Peraza bead. So there you go. Andrew knows. Marilyn Peraza, we had some of those from yesterday as well. I wasn't sure. So it's $24, ML228. Like I said, we have 50 lots tonight, so I'm gonna not spend too much time on each one. If you have any questions about any specific lot, though, please feel free to ask. ML229. Are these ceramic beads? ML229, very large hole here. Exceptionally large hole. Great if you're working with other stringing materials. There's not many stringing materials that won't fit through these. ML229, $14. And I think these are super, super cool. Let me show you all of them. Look at those colors. They're beautiful colors. Andrew says these are vintage. That's what I thought. Vintage beads, large hole. Like I said, super large hole. You can get chain through there, which would be cool to float these on chain, right? A lot of chain is going to fit through there. Get leather through there. You get suede through there. Very cool beads. Use them as a little main focal on a bracelet with some leather or suede. That'd be nice. Let's see here. Sandra says that Amazonite was beautiful. It was, and it's still available. It's still available. Just saying. I'm surprised no one got that one, actually. But, not everyone likes the same thing. Andrew says, I got these in an outdoor market in Tucson. I dug through a scary mess of macrame stuff. So there you go. Yeah, these would be great on your macrame projects, right? Be great on a macrame project. So there you go. ML229. That is a 9. Sorry, everybody. It looks like maybe like a 7. ML229, $14. Okay, where's 230? Sandra says, you're teasing me now. Just saying, Sandra, I don't know. Some people like those kind of beads. Some people don't. It's all right. Got to tease a little bit, right? This is ML230. This is a whole lot of stuff. So you're going to get these beads, this strand here. And these are, I think, dyed stone. They're dyed stone. So this is all for $14. So like I could probably price this strand alone at around $10 to $12, right? And I could easily buy that or sell that for $10 to $12. And then you're going to get this strand, and I think these are gemstone dyed gemstones again. So you get that strand, then you're going to get this glass strand. And then you're going to get this glass strand. Andrew says those would be great for those T-Swift style bracelets, right? So you're going to get all that for $14. I mean, come on. That's like a no-brainer, right? That's a lot of stuff. Each one, like this would be $10 to $12 in the store. This would probably be about $6 or so. This one would again be about $6 to $8. This one would probably be $5 to $6. That's crazy pricing. But I'm going to give you, you know, I pop some really extra good stuff in pricing in here every once in a while for y'all. That's like just crazy good. Got to grab it right away. ML230, and that one has sold. Thank you so much. I had a feeling that one would sell. Unlike that Amazonite that has yet to sell, by the way. Ha ha ha. ML231, $18 only for two, yes, two beautiful lampwork glass beads. So this one has the plain back with the beautiful floral work on it. This one is a smaller one, but is double-sided. And there's the hole. It runs this way. So you get both beads for $18. Andrew says most of those are Marilyn Peraza. So there you go. ML 231, $18. Both lampwork glass beads, $18. Thank you all for watching. If you're out there, please say hello. We've got a number of people, good number of people watching tonight. We appreciate that. The number is it's fluctuating a lot tonight, though. At one point, we had 30-some people. Now we're down to 23-some people. That does not count the people out there on Instagram who are watching. Thank you all for watching if you're out there. I have no idea how many people are watching on Instagram because it does not tell me. So thank you all for that. Here's another one of these that has kind of massive amount of things for a low price. You get these cool ceramic beads. I love these. You're going to get, I think, what, 5 of those? You get 5 of those little cubes. And then you're going to get 6 of those rounds. They're really, really pretty. Beautiful glaze on those. And then you're going to get 2 of these smaller composite, I think they're shell and resin composite bead. You're going to get one of those larger shell and resin composite beads. You're going to get these, which I think are ceramic, but they're really cool. Like, look at those. Look at that luster on there. Beautiful. You can get one of these. I don't know what that one is. That might be, I don't know. That almost looks like horn or wood. It's one of those more natural materials with a glaze on it. And then you're going to get one of these, which I think this one is so cool. I love this little bead here. So there you go. $8. $8 for all of that. ML232. ML232. $8. And Sandra, I was thinking, how's your move going? How is all that going? Is that still working? Is that still in the works? Have you put that on hold for a little while? I haven't had a chance to ask people certain things for a while. Just trying to stay caught up over here. Check these out. Now there's a big bead right there. I think most of these, I think these are raku. I think these are all raku beads. They look like raku to me. So giant ML233, $12 for this whole lot. And check that one out. That hole goes across the top in that pendant there. And you're going to get 2 of these. Lennis is lurking while doing other things. Thank you for lurking. And then you got these. These are pretty large hole as well. Definitely good for 2mm leather. Maybe even up and down twice if you need to. And then you're going to get 4 of these. Andrew says they are all raku. That's what I thought. They all look like raku. So all those raku beads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. $1 each. Breaks down to $1 a bead. ML233, $12 only. ML233. All right. Now, just want to take a moment to also say, if you're new to us, or even if you're not, and you've never joined our group on Facebook, if you're out there on Facebook, please join us on Allegory Gallery Design Challenges. Go to Facebook, look that up. Allegory Gallery Design Challenges, and join our group. Because we got some of the best people out there in the whole bead world in that group, and you'll want to know them, and you'll want to meet them, and you'll want to hang out with them. So please check it out. ML234. This is Peruvian ceramic. This Peruvian ceramic is no longer made. The factory's unfortunately shut down over COVID. So the last of the last. You get the 2 little fox heads and the little fox. $4. ML234. Hole goes across the top that way, and holes go across the top that way. Aren't those cute? They did such a good job. I'm so sad. I'm still sad. This was years ago they closed, and I'm still sad over it because I loved these. Every shipment of these was so much joy. ML234, $4. That little sitting fox is adorable, says Danette. Sandra says adorable too. Yes, I like those a lot. Marianne says, I have one of those foxes. Nice. Thank you. ML235. ML235. This is a lampwork glass set from Grace Beads. Grace Beads. Originally, this was $42. I'm doing a good deal for you. $34. $34 on this. Down from $42. This is a 5-bead set that has beautiful color. This is just their, that's so you know, it's their website. Check that out. Beautiful color, beautiful beads. These are some of my favorites. I love this kind of lampwork glass. It has that kind of metallic flair to it. Lots of color. ML235, $34 for the lot. Do you like those? I like those. I like that. It's almost like a pink and light blue with the brown and the silver. Well, kind of amber, I should say. Just such a beautiful combination. Was $42 down to $34 for y'all. We were set up to them at a bead fest years ago, and my pile kept getting bigger and bigger. That's what happens sometimes. It happens to us too, y'all. It happens to us too. Here's just a good deal strand. ML236. Wait a second. 233. I'm missing 234. No, I'm right. 334. Is that right? Am I on the right number? 235. 233. I was right. Never mind. I looked at the wrong thing. ML236. $14. This is an agate lot. but just a really pretty kind of triangular cut. Bunch of beautiful agates. Normally this strand we'd price around $18, maybe even a little more because it's really nice. Doing it at $14 for y'all. Doing it $14, ML 236. Nice big holes, says Andrew, right? Oh, my email is catching up. So I just saw a bunch of things come in. Sorry, everybody. I'm not going to go back through everything that's sold, but I just saw a bunch of them come in all at once. So thank you. Appreciate that. ML 236. Is that one $14 only? Okay. Moving on to ML 237. Andrew says, I used to put them on leather with some knots and a movable slide knot and would sell these at Fort Days all day long. Right? All right. So these, I believe, are raku beads. We had some like this yesterday, but these are more red. The ones we had yesterday were more gray. These are more red and brown versus the gray and black. You can see these were, when we purchased them, $23. I'm giving you them at $20 right now. $20. Andrew says, one lady came back from California and told me how she wore it every day until it fell apart. Yeah. Some people, you know, people love their stuff. They get the right thing, they will wear it forever till they have to have it remade and then keep wearing it. We've had a number of that happen. A number of times that's happened in the store. Make people something, or they make something in class. These are from Zaz. XAZ, says Andrew. Raku beads, ML 237, $20. So if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. We are Allegory Gallery. We do beads, gemstones, jewelry making supplies, and we're doing a live show right now where you can claim anything that you see. Send us an email with that lot number, like ML237, in the subject line to info@allegorygallery.com. It is first come, first serve, and if you missed it, all those things are scrolling along the bottom for those instructions. All right, I said I had two. Andrew says Amy Mealy is the owner of Zaz. Hope I'm saying it right, XAZ. I said I thought I had two things of David Christensen glass, and this is the second one of the evening, and I think the last of the evening. The last that I have access to. Andrew says he has more somewhere, but I don't have access to it. I had access to these two. So that's ML 238, $26 for the lot. And this is furnace glass. And I'm just going to pick out a few of these to show you how beautiful this glass is. Love, love, love his work. And so do our supporters out there, because generally every time we have these up, we sell them. I will be surprised if these don't sell by the end of the evening or by tomorrow when people do the replays. Because like I said, I used to have access to a lot more of this. And over the years, we've put it in lots here and there. But now I've got, I other than Andrew giving me more, I know where there's 2 more lots. These are it. ML 238, $26. Andrew says, speaking of glass, I'm getting a tour of the newly renovated glass center. Oh, are you? Oh, are you? When are you doing that, Andrew? When are you doing that? That I didn't know about. Let me refresh my email because I feel like, oh yes, this one just sold. Thank you so much. Cheryl says, don't worry about it, William. Boy, you're all getting Andrew's speech patterns and vocabulary down too. I can't come. He already asked. Well, fine then. I'll just stay at home. I'll just stay at home with my cats. That's all right. Fine. Poor William. He doesn't get to go. ML 239. $12 a strand. I have 2 strands available of this carnelian. 2 strands available of this carnelian. These are little, I don't know, they're kind of like little chip, but they're like flattened. He says, you can sit in the car. He's like, you can drive me there and back. You can drive me there and back, but you can't come in. You can sit in the car. Is that in Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh Glass Center? I'll go to the Apple store. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when I get to the Apple store while you're visiting the Glass Center. ML 239, $12 a strand. 2 strands available. Oh, 1 strand available. 1 strand has just sold. Thank you so much. And I reduced these a lot too. These are normally much higher price than that. Not much at the Apple store. We'll see. We'll see what happens. ML 239, $12. $12 a strand. 1 strand now available. All right. Okay, my box is getting a little bit untidy over here. Can't peek. Don't peek. I try to keep these in order so it makes it very easy for me to invoice later. Sanders says, oh, Andrew's in trouble now. He knows he's not. He knows. He knows we ain't got expendable funds for me to go to the Apple store. It's like an empty threat. It's like an empty threat. Amy says, sounds like when parents would drop them off at the mall, right? He's getting to have all the fun. The parents just have to drive the car back and forth. This is, I'm going to say, just a strand of jasper, but normally we have this strand at $20. It's a beautiful strand. If you like chips, these little nuggety goodnesses, these little drops. I just think they're cool, so I grabbed them to show you. ML 240, $16. Oh, it's for the board of touchstone. That's why I can't go. I'm not on the board. ML 240. That's all right then. That's all right. That's all right. ML 240, $16. Jasper. That's a good price, $16. Like I said, that we had that at 20 before, and really it should be probably a little more than that because it's beautiful, but you know, we give you good prices. We give you good prices. All right. Now, the next thing coming up, I have to preface this a little bit. Andrew says, usually they're good about letting you tag along, but it's for the staff and the board. I know. Normally I get to go to some things, but that's all right. I get it. This is yellow opal coming up. Let me show you. We have 3 strands of this. Each strand has a stone or 2 on it that is broken. So instead of being like $36 strands, like these probably should, or somewhere in there, we're breaking them $24. All right, giving you a super good deal on them. These are something that's hard to put on the website because it's hard to, say this has a broken one. This, like, we don't like, I don't like to do that. So hopefully y'all like these and you want to grab them at a super good deal, because most of these stones on here are very nice, and have no issues at all. Hold on, my screen just went. I said it must have turned 9 o'clock. Yep, my screen went yellow. Doing these lives later in the day, I probably should change the time that happens on my phone. See, there's a cracked one right there. And so these are ML241, $24. Like I said, normally that's probably a $36 or $38 strand at least of yellow opal. They're really quality, nice stones. But because each one, like even if one of these didn't have it cracked, I'd put them on the website, put one up there. But each one has a stone on it that's like cracked. There's one, there's that one there. And that one has a little bit of an edge crack on it. So we're giving you great prices on that, just to try to, move them on to somebody who's going to use them, and being very fair about showing you, what exactly is wrong with them. We're always trying to be fair. There's that one. That one is cracked. Always try to be fair. That one is cracked on there too. And that one has a crack. This is the most cracked one. This will, unless you specifically saw something on here that you really liked and you want this strand, this will be the last strand to go. And we've already sold one of those. Thank you so much. Suzanne says, what causes the stones to crack? This was probably just, I think these came to us this way, so it was just mishandling. As Andrew said, it was a softer stone. These were in my suitcase, and I brought it on my carry-on, and a bunch of stuff fell on it. So there you go. Mishandling on our part. I wasn't sure if these were shipped to us, or if we shipped these out to ourselves, or if we carried them. But that's all it is. It's a soft stone. They cracked because mishandled. So you get a good deal on those if you want them. ML241, $24 each, instead of, like, normally we would have priced those around $36, $38. All right, ML242. Sorry, but I'm losing my voice. I was talking to Jen a lot. ML242. These are, let me just look at something again. These are turquoise. Little turquoise nuggets. And these are stabilized. Andrew says, in theory, we could restring them, but it's just easier to mark them down. Yeah, and if nobody bought, somebody bought one of them so far. If we have strands that aren't sold, we probably will restring them. At least make one good strand out of it and put it on the online store. But if y'all want them at a really good price, I figured we'd offer them first. Turquoise. Oops, and I forgot. There are, let's see if my pen will write. There are 2 of these available. Dennis says, what does it mean when they're stabilized? Turquoise is a very soft stone, and it can, if you see some old turquoise, sometimes if it's not stabilized, it turns to powder. Like it's so soft, it'll start to disintegrate. So they stabilize it with a process that keeps it from pretty much falling apart as it ages or as people use it, because it is a very soft stone. So if you've ever seen turquoise that just kind of, you touch the stone and it starts to crumble, it hasn't been stabilized. So stabilization is generally a good thing in what you want with turquoise. Especially if you're buying vintage. That is not vintage, though. That is not vintage. Now, Andrew's going to have to tell me, because I keep freaking taking the papers out of these. Some of these were marked what they were, and when I moved them into the lot bags tonight, I didn't include the paper. ML 243 are these. And you get a set of 5 of them for $10. They're only $2 a bead. And there are 4, we have 4 sets available. 4 sets available. Molly spindle beads, Andrew said. So there it is, Molly. And I know I had that paper somewhere, but I did not include it when I packed these up. Molly spindle beads. And each one is a slightly different design. As you can see, you may not get this particular set if we have more people than one who orders them. Here, let me just show you. Let me just show you. This came as a strand, and we're breaking it up because it would be a very expensive strand for somebody. So we're breaking it up so that it's easier to afford, as you can see. Instead of making it like a $40 or $50 strand. And I don't know if anybody wants that many. If they want that many, you can buy that many. But this is ML243 Molly spindle beads. And these are some of the other designs you could get if you order these. Andrew says, I love these beads so hard. I know, I'm kind of surprised they're in the okay to part with maybe section of Star Cottage here. Sometimes they're called spindle whorls, he says. Spindle whorls. Let me put these 5 in this other bag so I know I was selling them by sets of 5. Spindle, not swindle. Spindle whorls. There we go. Boy, I saw that and I read spindle too. Okie dokie, what's next? What's next? ML244 is next. That's what's next. ML244, $16. That is 1/6. That's my terrible handwriting. Marion says, how heavy are they? I don't have a scale, so I can't tell you. I will say the whole bag is weighty, but in general, probably heavy enough that you do not, not everyone's going to love them as an earring. I know people who would be fine with that, but they're like on the verge. They're on the verge. So I don't know, and I don't know where my scale is. We have a scale here somewhere, but I am not going to find it at the moment. And my package scale will not give me an accurate weight of something small like that. This is ML244. These look like they're rocks from outer space. That's every time I see these, that's what they look like to me. That one has a piece of fuzz sticking in it. Rocks from outer space. That's what they remind me of. These are Maku Raku. That's a dang good price for Maku Raku. Love Marianne Kasparian. She speaks French with me sometimes. I like it. Andrew says, that's fine silver in there. Fine silver in there in those moon beads. And only $16 for the set. Only $16 for the set. ML244. Very spacey, says Marianne, right? Annette says, was thinking ML244 looked like they're rocks from outer space. Yeah, right? And so if you are somebody who makes jewelry out of silver and you want to add a little bit of, something different, because sometimes when you make fine jewelry, it tends to start, it's harder to incorporate artisan beads. It tends to start to look just a lot of silver. This is a great way, something like these with the fine silver in them, it's a great way to incorporate extra things, different things, to offer a little bit of something different. And at $16, sorry, not $18, $16, if you do that kind of work, that's like a no-brainer, because you can mark that up. ML244. Amy says, Mac is an awesome human too. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. I love her. Okay. ML245. This is a great price on this. This is a type of agate. I don't know what kind of agate, but look at it. It's stripy and it's gorgeous and they're drops, and you could put one of these on a chain and sell them all day long for the same price you paid for the whole strand. Put one of those on a chain, make that the only thing on the chain, put them on gold, put them on silver, sell that for $16 per necklace, and you sell one of those and you made the whole price of the strand back. Right? ML244 has sold, y'all. That just came up on my email. Thank you so much. And ML245 has just sold. Thank you so much. Yeah, somebody knows that's a great deal. And somebody knew those Maku Raku were a great deal. Andrew says some of those are extra dreamy. Yes, they are. And it's $16. I'm telling you, put it on a chain, put it on sale. Same price. One necklace, you paid it all back. I see a lot of younger women now, and even younger girls, wearing that very, very simple stuff again. Just a chain with one drop. We get a lot of them in the store. In there, even up to late teens, even early 20s. That's what a lot of young people were coming into the store to get. And they'd come in and have me make it real quick for them. And they just put one little pendant or one little stone on a chain and done. And they do like a number of those. And so I know that strand, you can sell that like that. Next up, African beads. And we have a lot of African beads. I just picked this strand. I have a few strands in here tonight. I picked some of my favorites. I really, really love this strand. And I priced it at only $16. My stomach just growled at that price, just to let you know. I don't know if you could hear that, but This probably should be $18 to $22, somewhere in there. But $16. ML246. And that one has sold. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad people are liking the things I'm liking tonight, because that is a beautiful strand of beads. Beautiful strand of beads. And like I said, we have a lot of African glass. But I just pulled a few strands for tonight. Okay, this one in a bag so small, I had to fold the tag. Let me unfold it. ML247. ML247 is a Coptic cross. Coptic cross in this brass/gold color. We do not have many of these left. We used to have a number of these. Like these, back when we had our Etsy store, we filled our Etsy store with a bunch of these. I think we have 2 that I know of, and I put them in today. So these are Coptic crosses, or this is a Coptic cross, ML247, $20. We have 2, but I made them 2 separate lots because they are a little bit different. So you will get this actual one if you order this. ML247, Ethiopian Coptic crosses. Handmade. And normally we would charge, on this size, we used to charge $24, $26, somewhere in there. This is one of the bigger ones, and I know they used to go up to about $28 on our Etsy site. So this is 20 bucks. Good deal. ML247, and that one is sold. Thank you so much. My internet here at the cottage has been wild. It seems like it's caught up a little bit because some of the emails are now coming in. Suzanne says, I have a smaller one. I thought you had gotten at least one of those at one point. Now Andrew's going to have to tell me. I don't know if this is African glass. I think either African or Javanese. It might be Java glass, but I think it's African. I don't know. Andrew probably, he can tell me. It's ML248 anyway, and it's only $18. $18. I think it's African glass. African recycled glass. And $18 for a whole strand, I think that's a good deal on those. And you'll see it has the texture on the outside, but it is clear and non-textured on the inside. Well, not all of them, but many of them are non-textured on the inside. Beautiful green. Like I said, I think African, it's African glass. I love that strand. I love that color. That's why. So ML248, $18 for the whole strand. Get it all at once. A lot of times we sell these beads individually, but sometimes we sell it by the strand. So there you go. ML248, $18. ML249 coming up. ML249 is this face. This is $14. There are no holes in this. So it would be a cabochon if you wanted to seed bead around it or do something with it that way, or you could glue it onto something if you wanted to. It's kind of like a face mask. ML249. I think it's just super cool. Only $14. I thought I would put it on here. I want to say it's polymer clay. I'm pretty sure that's polymer. ML249, $14. How are y'all doing out there? Doing okay? We're going up to 270 today. So we're just over halfway through. Anybody need a break? Anybody need a I need a drink break. Let me get a drink break here. Okay. ML250. ML250. Check these out. These are pre-night in these quatrefoils. And this is $36 for the strand. Normally we do these at about $38. It's not a huge discount on these. This one has, just so you can see, there's a little chip on this one and a little chip on that one. So there's a little bit of a discount on it. And then I have more of these strands coming up in different stones. And because I did this one at 36, I'm just doing them all at 36. This is the only strand of the pre-night that I have. So it's ML250. Cheryl says, I have a strand of those and they're gorgeous. I should use them for St. Patrick's Day earrings, right? Yeah, this is the last strand of these that we have. This is the last strand. Can't remember if these were last year Tucson thing. I love this shape. And these stones are actually, these stones are, they just are very nice. They're very nice examples. They have a lot of that, the black coming through in the pre-night, which I like to see. Just beautiful strand. ML250, $36. Sam says, yes, Tucson last year. She knows. She knows. ML251, $120. When the price goes like that, you know they're good, right? Ancient Mali granite. Ancient Mali granite. Andrew says, when they have the inclusions like that look like grass clippings, they call it epidote or epidote. I don't know how they pronounce that. I've heard it both ways. Lena says, I've been eyeing the pre-night energy tube strand in the online store. Good, good, good. So these are ancient Mali granite beads. And it's ML251. This I am very surprised that Andrew has decided to possibly part with. $120. Andrew generally does not let this ancient stuff go. But I actually have this strand and I have another strand coming up that he's decided maybe he will part with. I love the old ancient stuff. And this is something that you are not going to see everywhere, for sure. for sure. And we tried to price these at a very nice price, a very fair price for all of you. There is only one strand of this particular style, ML 251, $120. Michelle's asking, how old is that? Andrew, do you have any information on the age of these ones? Let's see if he's watching. I think he's doing those pendants, so I think he's watching in and out. Let's see if if he's listening. I'll leave those up for a little bit just to see while I get the next thing sorted here. And oh, so he's writing. So let's see what he's going to say. He only reacts from his phone, so sometimes it takes a little bit of time to tap, tap, tap all that out. Oh, sorry, everybody. Taking a drink. Like I said, I'm losing my voice. This is ML 251, $120 for the ancient Mali granite. And Andrew is writing more information about these beads. So we'll see what he has to say. Everybody doing okay? How's everybody out there? Having a good, seeing some good stuff? Some of y'all are finding some good things I see via email, so thank you so much for that. We really appreciate all the support. Like I said, we don't have our physical store right now because we've closed to move to Johnstown, so we are relying on all of our online things. These live sales, our online store, which is having a moving sale still, either till the end of this week or the end of this month. We have to decide. But you can use discount code moving sale to save 25% off almost everything in the online store. All right, so use discount code moving sale at allegorygallery.com and you'll save 25% off almost everything. My pottery and things are excluded from that sale, and all of our newest New Day collection is excluded, but pretty much everything else is included in the sale. He's really typing a lot, so, or at least he's trying to. Let's see how it goes. Michelle says it looks really old. I'm guessing it is quite old, but we'll see for sure. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I have my ideas. Usually when they say ancient, I know I know in a general sense, like the ancient courts and things that we have, but I don't want to say anything that is not 100% correct. And I wasn't sure. And the reason I don't know some of this stuff, to be 100% honest, is I pulled these lots today thinking that Andrew may have to do this live show and he would have all the information for you because Jen and I were filming and I wasn't sure how long that was going to take. And then we got done early enough. So I just said, I will do the live while Andrew works on his pendants. So that's why I don't have all the information for you. Okay, so there we go. So supposedly they were dug up near Jen in Timbuktu. The height of Timbuktu was 13th and 14th century. Some say hundreds of years, others say it's a style of making where they use ancient methods. So there you go. So there it is. But our sources, as Andrew said, supposedly dug up near Jen in Timbuktu, 13th and 14th century. But, as always, you know, there could be a possibility that that's not true, and these are done in an ancient method or an ancient style. Andrew says granite is a super hard stone. Either way, this is generally for anything like this. We've tried to price these reasonably. for all of you out there. Whether it's in the style or they're actually ancient, generally that's what you'll find them for. So there you go. Possibly medieval rather than truly ancient. Marianne says, or that was Marianne, and Michelle says these look hundreds of years old. Yeah. So there you go. ML251, $120 for the strand. No matter what, it's definitely not something that you come across very often, for sure. Yeah, a lot of people will throw around the word ancient in the industry, and they become known as that, whether they're ancient or not. Okay, so these are batik dyed bone from Kenya. Batik dyed bone beads from Kenya. $8 for 8 of them. And so that's only $1 each. That's a really dang good price. I really priced those well. I told you, I tried to give you some extras, some good good prices on some of these. These are dyed bone. I love these star patterns. These are coming from Kenya. ML252. Michelle says, or never again. Yeah, you may never see that again, right? It's not something you see very often. I know I have not seen those. I saw them in Andrew's collection. That's when I saw them. Truly ancient is at least the Roman Empire. Yeah, and that's the thing is things like Roman glass and things like ancient quartz. Andrew says it's like Roman glass. You used to be you'd see like one strand only. Now you see hanks and hanks. Yeah, and is it all real? Is it all truly ancient? Is it all newer glass? You know, not all of it's probably truly ancient, but it's kind of like that. Could be truly ancient, could be not. ML252, $8. $8 for the batik dyed bone from Kenya. Only $1 a bead, y'all. And the thing is like with all that stuff, we do generally try to shop with trusted sources, but you know, we go with what we are told when we purchase things too. ML253. 253. This is normally a $28 strand of vintage pearls, priced at $21 to move, since we got the one of these left. Really pretty colors in there. We did some nice pearls yesterday too, you all seem to really like. Andrew says, so the idea is that some of them are authentically ancient, going back to prehistoric times, but it's like anything. Someone one time says something and it sticks. Yeah. So ML253, $21. Beautiful little pearl strand. Very, very similar in size. And that's vintage freshwater pearls. ML253. We've got a lot of vintage freshwater pearls in our online store that are on sale right now if you'd like to check that out. Again, use discount code MOVINGSALE if you see anything in our online store and you'd like to save 25% on it. And 253 has sold. Thank you so much. Moving on to ML254. We have more of these quatrefoil beads in the amethyst this time, in a lavender amethyst. Andrew says, I follow a guy who likes to myth bust bead origins, but he has also been wrong. So, who knows, right? You don't always know. So these are these quatrefoil, again, the faceted quatrefoil beads. And that's ML254. Normally 38 a strand. We had some of those pre-night. It had a little bit of chips on it, so we priced it at 36. So all the quatrefoil strands tonight are $36. There are 3 strands of these available. So ML254, I have a total of 3 of them available at that price for today, at least. If they don't sell, they go in the online store at a slightly higher price. At least these ones do. After the sale, y'all. After the sale. ML255. Some of the 254s have sold. Thank you so much. ML255 is this strand. I pulled another strand of the African beads that I just tend to really love. Priced it at a really good price of $16 for the whole strand for you. I just love the color variations, the variations of beads on this one. Just really cool. ML255, $16. Okay, everybody. It's getting a little late, I know, so I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. We're going to move on a little faster just to keep things moving. I don't want to wear y'all out too much. Okay, here's the other strand of that possibly ancient, possibly medieval, possibly more modern using ancient techniques. Mali granite. ML256. And this is $75 for this strand. It has smaller beads on it. These ones are graduated, so they start out smaller and they get a little bit bigger. Some of them, some large hole, some not. Teresa's got my latest AG shipment. Awesome. Hope all was well. That probably came from my packing and shipping, I would think. I just think these are really cool. $75 for this strand. ML256. Let me show you an up close of all that together real quick, and then we'll move on to the next lot. I know those are a harder sell because you have to, that has to be your thing. It has to be your thing, right? Michelle says, that's just fascinating beads, look really old. I know. And if you're not into that kind of jewelry making, like I can't wait, like now that those are available, I might take some and make some bracelets or some necklaces with some chain and stuff out of them, because they look like they would tie in really well to the kind of the my favorite things necklaces that I've made. I've shown you a few of those. I picked my favorite charms and my favorite things, and those beads look like they might really work for that, especially that smaller strand. Next up, the citrine in quatrefoil, $36, 2 strands available. ML257. Michelle says, I could picture the men of medieval time era wearing them, right? Andrew says, I think they look great on leather. Yes, they would. Leather and chains. I can definitely see them on both. This is the quatrefoil citrine ML257. $36 a strand. 2 strands available. I don't know why these never went into the online store, to be completely honest with you. I I think they were in the physical store. We took them out for a while, and they just never went into the online store. But they will soon if they don't sell tonight. Andrew says, do you want to see how they were originally strung? Linda says, so tempting, I love them. I want to see how they were originally strung. And again, this is another one that I was going to ask Andrew or have Andrew present because I forget exactly who did this bead. This was in one of our bead shows. When we did the art of the bead, we did the art of the bead in lampwork glass. And this was originally $58. I took it down to $52 for you. Andrew said there's a box on the floor behind the table. It's in the bottom of the box. The box on the floor behind the table in the bottom of the box. What kind of box? There's lots of boxes on the floor behind the table. I'm trying to look here. Behind the lights. So in front of the table, oh, you're talking about this big thing? Hold on, let's move this out of the way for a moment. I'm talking about these? These here? He's like, yes. So there's a big one. And here's the chain that they're done on and worn like that. Isn't that cool? That's super cool, I think. Andrew's not released those ones for sale. Here's another style. He says, no, put it back where you found it. Here's another style. Look at that chain. You don't want to get jabbed with that, do you? Now put it back where you found it. So there you go. The things Andrew has, right? The things Andrew has. And I told you, he knew exactly where it was. He knew exactly where those were. What else is in this bag, Andrew? Wow. There's some pretty cool stuff in there, Andrew. There's some pretty cool stuff in that box. Hand-forged iron chain, he says. Tetanus, says Amy. Andrew says, don't touch my stuff. All right, let's move back into these lots. ML258. Oh, the name just came to my brain, and then it's like on the tip of my tongue. This is, oh! I want to say Karen, but I don't think it's a Karen. Anyway, it's a beautiful bead. It's lampwork glass. It has the butterfly on it here and here. Oh, it was the lucky kit. Oh, good, Teresa. Good, good, good. This is lampwork glass. Karen Leonardo. I think that's it. I was saying Karen. I had that in my brain, and I was like, that's not right. That is, I think that is right. I think it was Karen Leonardo. Pretty dang sure. That's what floated into my brain anyway. That I was like, I can't remember the last name. ML258, $52, originally $58. Can't do much of a sale on those because that's pretty new and pretty dang beautiful. It's also one of my favorite beads. It's one of the reasons I kept it. I kept it from the show. So there you go. ML258, $52. She's from Indiana, PA. I'm pretty sure that's her bead. Okay. ML259. Is this whole lot of beads? $12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 beads. 9 beads for $12. Glass with all that little cane work in there. And this is Japanese glass. Vintage Japanese glass. And this is 1950s. He's getting more and more precise as we go. 1950s vintage Japanese glass, $12, ML259. You get all of them for $12. Not just one, all of them for $12. Okay. ML260 is the other Coptic cross, the Ethiopian Coptic cross that we have for tonight. ML260. This is what this one looks like. $20 for this one as well. Handmade Ethiopian Coptic cross. Nice big hole there. Nice big bail to put through any material. ML260, $20. Again, we're going to move a little bit faster just to get y'all through. We're running a little bit longer than we did yesterday, I think, so I want to pick up the pace a little bit. But we enjoy hanging out with you all, and we're thankful for all of you hanging out with us. ML261 coming up. This is a beautiful strand of vintage pearls. These are those top drilled pearls in this beautiful silvery color with all those rainbow colors in it. This is ML261, only $24 for this strand of vintage freshwater pearls. Look how beautiful they are. I love this silvery color. Marion says Easter eggs. They do kind of remind me of Easter eggs, right? ML261. Beautiful. All right. Next. Pick up the pace. ML262. This is another one I'm giving you a great deal on. There are 5 of these strands available. It is amethyst rounds. And just to show you here, there are 5 strands. I'm going to show you all 5. Oh, Andrew says, so one of the stories I was told when I started to collect Coptic crosses is that in some parts of Africa it was illegal to be a Christian, and the holes would line up with natural landmarks and it would show the location of a hidden church. He says, but I also saw Indiana Jones and I think they stole that plot. This is ML262, just beautiful. I think these are 6mm. I don't have my anything here. I don't know why. Let me see. I have a digital caliper. Is it going to work today? Oh, it does. So these are about 6.5 millimeter amethyst. ML262, only $12 a strand. Normally that'd be a 14 or so, $14, $15 strand at least. Giving it to you at 12. Just had a few of these on hand and figured let's do a really good price on these. So there are 5 strands available. These are all the strands available. If you need some amethyst, it's just a good price on, good quality. Decent quality amethyst at a good price. There you go. That's ML262. ML263, back at that $36 price. You know what it might be, right? These are the Tiger Eye quatrefoils. Tiger Eye quatrefoils. And we have 3 strands of these available. Beautiful Tiger Eye. Again, normally about $38 a strand is what we charge on those. We're doing it at $36 since that one strand had some marks in it. We're just doing all the quatrefoils tonight at that price. All right, ML263, $36 for the Tiger Eye. Okay, these I gave you a super good price. So this is ML264, and these are just about 7mm AAA grade citrine. AAA grade citrine, ML264. I want you to see the recommended price on these. $38.80. That's the MSRP, right? I'm doing them for $18 for you tonight. Just to give you a little bonus if you like citrine. I love citrine. And these are from our vendor, AAA grade. Michelle says, Andrew, you hide a lot of beads. You got some good stuff hidden, right? Andrew says, one time I was walking through African village and there was a barker calling out things and people weren't paying attention. So he was talking about the Mr. Miyagi beads. Get your Mr. Miyagi beads here, LOL. I said, hold up. What'd he just say? And there are 3 strands of this citrine available. 3 strands at $18. I'm going to show you them. Again, that's the MSRP on those. That's the tag from our vendor. And here's the 3rd strand. Just wanted to give you a little bonus, a little extra tonight. Extra good deal, $18. It's what, half the price of what the MSRP is on those. Try and give you a good deal when we can. And 2 of those 3 have sold. Actually, all 3 of those have sold. Thank you so much. Just got the last email coming in. Norma says, I have a strand of that citrine. It's beautiful. Thank you for saying. I'm glad you enjoy it. ML265 is this lampwork glass bead. $16 only. $16 for lampwork glass. Just a beautiful floral-like vase design. Great for spring, great for summer. Great colors in there. I think those colors could go really pretty with peach fuzz, right? So ML265, $16. ML266 is another lampwork glass bead. I love this one. It's hollow, beautiful hollow bead. It's got such great kind of neutral color to it, but then also has, like, in certain parts you see like opalescence to it too. Like, you see that starting to happen there. There's opalescent qualities to it. I could see this being really, really pretty with the opalescent glass strand. I don't know if anyone grabbed that yesterday or not. We had a really pretty opalescent glass strand yesterday. Something like this with it could be really pretty to really pull out those colors. This is ML266, only $18. Only $18. $265 has sold. Thank you so much. ML267. These are, I believe, gold-plated metal pendants. This is ML267, $10 only. That's really cheap. I think these normally go for $14 or $16 in the store. $10. These last few things I've been trying to give you really good prices on these. ML267. 266 has just sold, by the way. Thank you so much. ML267, $10 on that. And that kind of floral, gold-plated metal pendant. And just to show you, here's the other one. Only $10. And 268. Only one of these available. This is a gold-plated pendant as well with the crow or a raven on there. ML268, some kind of corvid, right? $16. $16. And this one is reversible. ML268, gold-plated metal pendant or charm, $16. Almost there, everybody. Almost at the end of today's show. ML269, $20 is this beautiful lampwork glass floral bead. That one might look better over the brown here. Sometimes the colors vary. There, I think that's a better look. I don't know if it looks better on your screen that way. It does on mine, I think. So that's, let me not get rid of the paper though. ML269, $20 for this lampwork glass. I think that's a beautiful bead. Those irises, they look like irises to me. All right, so ML269. And what's the last one of this evening? Another super good price gemstone strand. ML270. Last one is a yellow agate of some sort, or mixed agate kind of. Looks like there's some carnelian on there, a little bit of carnelian on some of them, but mostly a mixed, mostly yellow agate. And these are ML270, $10 each only. They are faceted rounds, and they're clocking in at about 6 millimeter. 6 millimeter faceted rounds, ML270. Just, I think they're bright, sunny, very pretty. I'm really into these bright colors right now, like these yellows. I'm not a yellow person, but right now, for some reason, I think I'm looking for some sun, right? Looking for some sun. So ML270, 3 strands available, $10 each only. And that's the last lot for this evening, everybody. So if you've been waiting till the end to claim, send those claims in. I'm going to be invoicing directly after I end this live. Let me flip the camera around real quick. Hello, am I in the camera? I can't even see it. There I am. Hello. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that this evening. I hope you grabbed some great stuff and great prices for yourself. And if you have any questions, please do feel free to send us an email. I'll try and get you whatever answer I can. Like I said, I'm going to invoice here in the next few minutes. For anybody who already sent something, if you're watching this in replay, I will invoice again tomorrow, or maybe today, or maybe the next day, because we're going to be doing a little road trip tomorrow. We'll see how that goes, and then hopefully I get back in time for my pottery class tomorrow. So we got to get up early and get moving so I can get back in time. So I don't know if I'll be invoicing tomorrow, but maybe the next day. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please, again, hit that share, hit the subscribe if you're out there on YouTube, hit the follow if you're on Facebook or on Instagram, and please share us with your friends. And again, any questions, just let us know. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all of your support as we go through this move that we're going through, moving our store from Ligonier to Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And all of your online support is very much appreciated while we have the physical store closed. And again, you can still save 25% off for a limited time in our website at allegorygallery.com using discount code MOVINGSALE. All one word, moving sale. All right. Thank you again. Have a great night, everybody. See you all again soon. Bye now.